So we know that discipline is better than motivation, but what part does motivation play?
Motivation fuels the fire, right? When we have a reason and are excited about the reason, right? It ignites the passion and gives us drive. But this is the big one. How do you define motivation? It's the desire without provocation, without being provoked, prodded
Right.
to get some shit done. If you're getting shit done, but you're getting kicked in the ass to do it, you're
Right.
not motivated. You're getting it done, but you're just a fucking slave.
Right.
You're somebody's freaking got a whip. So the desire to unprovoked, without provocation to get shit done.
So how important then is it for someone to have higher purposes or reasons? For example, do you have for different areas of your life different motivations, different like for your health, for your
Yeah,
marriage,
yeah.
for kids?
I never thought about it that deeply. If they're different motivations, because we're defining motivation as one thing, right? So it's still
Right.
the desire without provocation to get something done, right? So it still works the same. Whether it's working out because nobody's seeing me work out, and I don't have like a fan. It's not like going to a gym where you have group dynamic, dude.
Right.
It's my driveway, and people are like, dude, how do you get motivated
Right.
to work out by yourself in your driveway in the weather and everything? Because I know it has to be done because I know I'm going to feel better.
Yeah.
I'm going to look better. I'm going to feel better. I am, and that's going to motivate me more because now it becomes this like perpetual motion thing.
Right.
Once you start the process, you need more of it. Let me see, how important is having higher purpose? I said it's very important because it gives meaning and it drives desire. Right.
Yeah.
So having higher purpose, it gives meaning and it drives that desire.
I think well, one thing I think has to be noted is that you have an approach. Your approach to life does give a lot of meaning to life because you do offer up a lot of reasons as to why you're doing something, and for that reason, I think we have to contrast it with maybe I want to say the average person, but I can't really say that that's the case. But we've all met people like that. They
Mhm.
just they're on autopilot. You know what I mean? There's no structure to life. There's no. It's just kind of it's easy. They when I say easy, they're not happy with it. They've just learned to go to work, come back
Yep.
home, get a beer, watch TV, rinse and repeat.
Yep. Rinse and repeat. Yep. Well, on Renvar, Pat, in that situation, especially with working out, is it more motivation or discipline that keeps you consistent? And we're going to talk. I think we talk about that in here too. But I know we talked about it in the past couple years here on these lives. It's been motivation, but once I got sick, I had to rely on discipline. I had no motivation, none whatsoever, no drive, no enthusiasm, and that went on. That was a year and a half worth of that, just of absolutely freaking no motivation. But I knew that if I got started and if the juices started flowing, that I would feel better. And then pretty soon, once I start feeling better, I'm going to get motivated. But just making it there, that was all freaking discipline. And that
We said
sucked.
this recently. It might have been in the last live stream where there's a whole lot of want to that's buried 20 minutes into your don't want to.
Right.
you know,
Mhm.
and we kind of get discouraged. I think maybe
Yep.
instinctively we know that if I just get going, like you said, the juices will get to flowing and
Yep.
keep the fire going and actually go beyond what we were doing. But
Right.
there's something about the stacking of things
Mhm.
that gets accomplished that just keeps the momentum. You're like, well, I'll just get this next one. Well, I'll just get this next one. Well, I'm
Right,
just going to
right.
get this next one.
Mhm.
So long as that
Yeah, that
list is there.
momentum is so important
Oh, dude.
because when I have that momentum and I look at the clock and I go, "Holy shit, it's 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Where's the day?"
Mm-hmm.
But I love that momentum, man. When things are stacked up, you
Yeah.
know, and at the beginning of the day, it's daunting.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, man, I got a lot of crap to do.
You will always be more at peace if you are happy with yourself.
Absolutely. Yep. Hmm.
You got to be
Yep.
able to high
And
five yourself and say, way to get it done,
yep.
man.
Right. And you could, with solace, you could take that power nap, that 15, 20 minute
Exactly.
nap at 3
You
in
know
the
you got more
afternoon.
to do,
Yep. Yep.
but
I've done that.
but that's not going to stress you out because you're like,
Right.
no, I've got momentum going. I'm knocking stuff out.
Well, plus there's a reason. You're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get more. I start yawning. It's like I'll get more shit done
Yeah.
if I reward myself because I'm ahead of the power curve right now.
Right.
I'm way ahead. If I
Yeah.
freaking knock out this that man in a 15, maybe even up to 30-minute nap. Whoa, in a recliner.
Mm-hmm.
Man, talk about energizing.
There was this, I forget what the chick's name was, but she was, she is a ultra marathon runner. And she was on Rogan's show back when he was still in California. And he was just blown away by her because she like crushed everybody, but these insane 250-mile wild terrain stuff, right?
Yep.
But she had been going for so long without sleep, and the guy who was running with her, pacing her for a while, they were like kind of the endurance thing where you say, okay, we're going to let you nap for this long, but you only napped for a minute.
Right.
But she was so tired, she went into such a deep level of REM sleep that she woke up thinking he had let her sleep for a long time.
Right.
She's like, what are you doing? I can't sleep this long. He said, you've only been asleep for a minute. And she said after that, the sleep was so hard in just 1 minute that she was wide awake and energized after that.
Incredible.
Isn't that amazing, dude? So you can do that if you're, again, even though you may have a whole another half a day of stuff to do, if you know that you're an ass kicker, you know what I mean? If you're confident in yourself, if somebody tells you it's up to you, that's giving you good news, man, those are the best naps. Like you said, a solace.
Right.
That's a good word. I like
I like
word.
it. Yeah.